Really, really proud of the defensive focus in the first quarter. I thought that set the tone for the game. I thought Alexis Burpo on the top of the press really set the tone, and we were just locked in. When you only give up one field goal in a quarter, that's pretty good defense. The other points came from the foul line, and some of that was because we didn't stop their straight line drives to the basket. But again, when you give up one field goal in the first half, and that's the whole premise of what we do. We're going to play defense, and we're going to hope that we can turn that defense into offense, and we're going to hope we execute enough on the other end to score some points. But really proud of the kids. I thought our scout team was awesome all week in practice and really got them prepared, and that was led by Michaela Manley. So seeing a kid like Michaela as a senior willing to be the scout team player, to make the freshmen that are playing in front of her better, and then go out tonight and get rewarded by making shots. That's what it's about for me. That's what it's about for me. You know, can't love the kid anymore. She's so selfless, and just really proud to see her do well.
You kind of elaborated a little bit, Alexis coming into the starting lineup. Was that a little bit of let's get her out and get that press going and commit some turnovers? Because in the first quarter, 10 turnovers.
Yeah, Alexis brings that energy, but Alexis earned the start because of the way she's been working in practice. You know, we basically are going with the people we feel like that are giving the most effort. You know, it's easy to go hard in a game, but we get better in practice every single day. And if you're willing to pay the price and go hard in practice, you're going to be rewarded for that. But as soon as she earned the start, it was a no-brainer that we had to start with the pressure because that's what she's best at. And like I said, she set the tone for the game by her effort and her attitude and her willingness just to go after them at the top of that press.
Macy didn't have the greatest of games against Butler, and we know Butler's a good team coming in tonight. She put the game behind her really quickly, made her first 2 shots. Just talk about her ability to bounce back from a game like that and turn it into a good one where she finished with 21-6.
Well, no one was more upset with the way she played in Butler than Macy. You know, she watched the film, she reviewed it, she saw her mistakes, we talked about it. But when Maci Turley is at her best is when Maci Turley decides that she's going to take the offense in her hands at the beginning of games. When she realizes that she is the motor that runs this team. Tonight, first two trips down the floor, boom, boom, 3-point shots, looking for offense, making them have to guard her, and then what does she do? Then she turns in 2 other people and makes them better and helps them get into offense. So, you know, I wouldn't want anybody else running our team but her. I mean, I knew she would bounce back. I had no doubt. It was uncharacteristic of her to have as many turnovers she had at Butler, but she's also a freshman, and Butler's a very good basketball team. So we're still learning and we're still grinding and trying to get better. We're just in the very beginning of this process.
Your bench struggled a little bit at the early parts of the game, and then Sukhiya Mack came in and put in, I think, 6 straight points, 8 straight points or something like that. How big was it to her, for you, to see her get at least her going and the bench scoring going? Because at that point it was just Burpo, Mays, Turley, and Adebayo.
Right. Well, it's great. You want to find a rotation where you bring kids off the bench and they're able to help you in some way, either pick things up defensively or give you a spark offensively. And she did that for us tonight. I also thought Janika and Crane gave us a spark in their own way. We were a little stagnant offensively at first when they came in, but they did little things and they pushed the pace. You know, Janika can change the whole tempo of a game when she's in. So I was really proud of the bench. I thought all the kids stepped up tonight and did good things. I mean, we had laxes at times that we have got to change. But for the most part, I thought everybody stepped up and played well.
53% from behind the arc. I mean, that's something we didn't see last year. And when we did see it, it was like 42, 43. But how big is it to just know that you've got people that are going to hit those open shots this year when it wasn't the case last year?
Well, I mean, it's key. When you have guards that can penetrate and find people like Macy and Janika can, you have to have people that can finish that play. Lex May is one of the best shooters, obviously, I've ever coached, one of the best shooters in the state of Kentucky. And when she shoots it and misses, I'm shocked that she missed it. And I think that's her attitude as well. Now, she's going to be streaky. She's going to have nights she doesn't make any, and she's going to have nights that she makes 10. But I think the confidence that our guards have in her taking that shot makes them want to create that shot for her. Just really proud of them. I mean, Macy made threes. Obviously, Lex made threes. Janika made threes tonight. Obviously, Michaela came in and made threes. Sadie made a three. When you're shooting a basketball like that and you're playing defense like we are, then we're going to be tough to beat. But we also have to realize those shots aren't going to go in every night, so the defense has to be there. But that's one thing I believe this team's committed to.
Defensively in the third quarter, it seemed they kind of strayed away from what had worked in the first half. What was the message to get them back on track later in that third quarter and as the game went on?
Well, I thought we came out of halftime lackadaisical. I thought they played even harder after half. And, you can't help but glance up at the score and those type of things. But that's where we have to have memory lapse. We have to pretend like the first half never happened. That's the start of the game. The focus was not there. Part of it is because I removed the press, and I thought the press was kind of what got us going. So you can put that on me a little bit. But what got them going? Probably threats. Because I was making threats from the sidelines. If you do not pick up the energy, someone else is going to come in and take your spot. Seems to work. I don't know. Playing time's an important piece to these kids. So, no. In all honesty, I mean, they know. They know the expectations, and if they're not getting it done, they know somebody's over there just edging to go in. So we have that ability. We have that depth, and that's helped us a lot. But we're kids. We're young, and we just had a lapse there at the beginning of the third quarter.
How's the progress on Macy's recovery? Any sort of update there?
Yeah, we didn't get very good news on Gibson. Dr. Blaylock II will do surgery on December 13th. We're saddened by the news because she was really starting to come into her own, and she was a big piece of what we were going to do going forward. But God's got a plan, and she's going to have surgery on the 13th. That she will be a red shirt. She will be out for the year. But, the blessing in that is that we're going to get her well. She's going to learn. She's going to come back bigger, faster, and stronger, and we're going to have her for another year. So there's a lot of positives that can come out of it, but, as a coach, your heart's broken for her because she's worked so hard to get to this point, but she'll be back.
You have a week until Arkansas State. What are some of the things you want to see improved on in this week of practice going into that game?
Well, we're going to give them a couple days off to spend with family. That's what Thanksgiving's about, and they deserve that break. But they come back on Friday. We have got to be honed in. Arkansas State's big. They're athletic. They're fast. They're going to come at us. I told them after the game, good teams win at home, but great teams win on the road. And that's the one thing this team hasn't found a way to do yet. So our total focus when they get back on Friday will be to prepare them to go into a hostile environment against a very good team and try to find a way to win on the road.